Hello, my loves, it's Caliente, and welcome to your 2024 forecast reading. I will be giving you a quick overview of what's to come in the year, the new year. We will talk about love and relationships, career and money, and then yourself and your soul. I will also break down into 4 parts the seasons for your year. I will do 3 months at a time. January through March, April through June, July through September, and then October through December. I will also do a quick overview of your planetary stations, where you are and where you will be in the coming year. You have 3 groups to choose from: the Sunstone Owls, the Tree Agate Christmas tree, and the Moss Agate Star. Take a moment, pause, meditate, and choose your crystal group. Hello, Group 1. Welcome to your 2024 forecast. Here's your crystal. If you guys chose this group, you chose the Sunstone. The Sunstone's all about living in your authentic power, your authentic truth. This is a solar plexus crystal, also a sacral crystal, which gives you authority and connects you to your soul's pleasure, your soul's worth, your driven passion. Also, these are 2 owls, so this group may be looking for harmony in partnership or in a relationship, or there's a relationship coming soon. We're going to do a planetary lithomancy. Right here you see a board created by Mickey Klein, and each section is divided into houses. And as you can see, they are all labeled as to what each house means. And here we have crystals that represent each of the planets. We have the sun and the moon as well. So we're going to cast these crystals, see where they lie, which houses, and I'll give you a quick overview of that. So let's identify these crystals. This is the moonstone, which it represents the moon. We have a citrine here who represents the sun, a unakite that represents Jupiter. We have a labradorite crystal over here that represents Neptune, an amethyst over here that represents Uranus, a rhodochrosite that represents Venus, and Dalmatian jasper that represents Mercury. So starting off the bat, I see that there is a lot of love and soul searching coming in this new year for Group 1. There's a lot of, so moon is a lot of mysteriousness, feminine energy that's coming through, and intuitive ability. It's in your spirit, in your 8th house. Also, you have Neptune in the 8th house, which the 8th house represents Scorpio, Neptune represents Pisces, and then you have partnerships also coming up with Uranus in that area too. So creating freedom for partnership, creating a connection to that. And then you have Jupiter, which is good luck, and the sun, your roots. So Jupiter, let's talk about Jupiter in values and words. Words are represented by Gemini, and then you have Mercury right outside of this house for Gemini, which is how you express yourself, how you think, how you create as well. And then you have Venus outside of this. So again, there's a lot of, what I'm getting for this group overall is that you're in a place to really get down to who you are. So many of you have inherent gifts that are now showing up. That's going to come through. because of that, because you're honoring your gifts and you're allowing your gifts to come through you. I'm sorry, this is all coming to me as I am watching your chart flow and come to life. You are also expressing yourself in a much more clear way that's going to be not only understood, but it's going to make headways. You are really taking root into your values, and what you're saying is coming to life, and it's coming through love, and it's coming through intellect. At the same time, your soul, who you are as a person, you're also developing your gifts, which have a lot to do with who you are, your roots, your inherent roots, your life, your family, where you came from, your ancestors, your ancestral lineage. At the same time, you're moving away from a collective way of thinking, in that you're no longer becoming a follower, you're trusting your intuition more. Hence, now reconnecting with the collective because of that. So this group is really going to make headway. I can identify with this group a lot because I'm also someone who's coming back to my roots and my ancestral lineage gifts, where I come from a long line of witches and healers and psychics. And we used to do this in a covert way. You know, no one knew what we did, but everyone knew. And things are coming out into the light. So this group is also coming back to their roots, but also because of these crystals and where they landed, you're going to be sharing what you know with the masses. And it's all going to take time. And there's a lot of like fruition that's coming through for this group. Okay, group one, let's see what you have in store for the first 3 months, second 3 months, third 3 months, and in the final 3 months. So from January to February, March, you have the mountain road. You are on the road to success. Whoa, you have more mountain. So from April to June, major challenge to overcome. Then you have, I'm gonna put these right here. Then you have from July to September, moon, changes in your life. And then from October to December, wish will not be granted, broken wishbone. Okay, so what I see here is that it's like everything is cyclical, right? Everything goes into a cycle. You are on the road to success. You are leaving 2023, like probably closing the book, the chapter on that year, starting fresh, as many of us are. But you specifically are headed towards a road to success. You're headed towards a time where you are going to be granted everything you've wanted. You're going to start to see like every seed you planted start taking root. As I mentioned, spiritually, in relationships and who you are, you're going to see yourself in a much more established place, in a much more grounded place, where you are going to start acting and operating from a place of unique authenticity, where you know what you have to offer and you're not ready. You're not afraid to show the world. You are actually ready. And in the next chapter of your year, there'll be mountains, there'll be challenges. It's okay. You know, we have our ups and we have our downs. And as you can see in this first one, you've climbed those mountains. You know where the roads are. So once you hit a high peak, it's okay. Once you overcome that challenge, which you will, it will feel like it's insurmountable. But you've done this before. That's the reminder. You have done this before. You have climbed those mountains. You've reached the top. And sometimes you have to come back down and reach the top again. And so just prepare yourself that, you know, things are always not going to be smooth sailing, but you will overcome it. And you will. And then the moon. There will be changes because of this. And absolutely, I mean, who is not affected by change? But you, my group one, specifically, will be receiving a lot of challenges and growth through those challenges. Every obstacle makes you who you are. Now, towards the end, and it feels like this might be a cycle for you, group one, because I feel like right now you're probably in this time period, again, from November to October through December. And this is the period, October through December. If you go through the cycle of the year, right? You are going to go through another challenge. And just because your wish is not granted doesn't mean that you will not get what you are meant to receive. Sometimes we think that when we don't get something, that's it. Our life is worthless, that we don't deserve something better. No, sometimes there's something better up ahead. And when we don't get what we want, it's because God in the universe has a much bigger, better reward for us. So do not let this, dishearten you or think, oh my God, you can't get your wishes. You have gotten your wishes. It's just sometimes you don't, and that's okay. This is to help us ground ourselves in reality, and that there may be something else that's better for us out there sometimes, and we don't see it. So don't get heartbroken if your wish is not granted. It just means it's not the right time right now or at that time. Let's now cover what's going on in your soul right now. Let's just get a quick look at what's happening with you right now. We have the Ace of Discs, we have the Ten of Swords, and we have the Prince of Swords. So career and money, things are up and up for you. Again, I feel like this new time is going to be a very fruitful one for you. So, again, you are on the road to success in the next coming few months. Be wary, and careful. There are some challenges that you may find life defeating, but they are not. It just means that you need to take time, regroup, and watch who is in your circle. I think you're outgrowing your inner circle, and that's okay, because that means you are going to meet people of like minds, of kindred spirits that are going to take you higher where you need to go. See, this is like taking time to rest and watch who is around you, and it's okay to have a defeating moment, a defeating time. I think that, just because things are not always 100% amazing doesn't mean that those moments that aren't are going to be the death of us. It may feel that way, but it is surely not that way, because here you are rising again. Here you are doing and conquering and going through that mountain, climbing that mountain, achieving that mountain. And so career-wise, you are on an up and up, and just continue to find that flow, because it will happen for you. In your love life, we have the Three of Action, Seven of Abundance, and the Eight of Action. So things are going to work out for you beautifully. I do see partnership in your life. Definitely, you're not doing this on your own. You are really coming in with others to help you to grow, to help you to create. You are really going to be successful on a career venture. What you have set your mind and heart to is definitely coming into fruition. So take heart, it is happening. Have patience, because it will happen. However, it may not happen that fast, hence the ups and downs. There's going to be moments where you're going to be like, I'm on the right track, I got this is going great. And then there's going to be a lull period. That doesn't mean that all the hard work you put into it is not taking effect. It is. You just have to trust. You have to trust, and you have to trust the seasons, right? There's an ebb and flow to everything. And then when things may feel a little overwhelming for you, take time to just be, to smell the roses, to stop, to enjoy being with your loved ones, with that inner circle. Cultivate people who will uplift you, who will know when you need a break, who will be around you, who will surround you with love, because you deserve it and you need it. And on a soul level, so we did career. Your finances are also going to take a springing board. And again, this group, I'm being reminded to tell you that things are not going to be like up and up and up and up and up. That things are going to be like up and down, all around, and then up and up. That sometimes, and that's the way life is, right? We go on these like curvy roads to success, curvy roads to our manifestations. But your manifestations are coming. Again, we get companionships. So on a soul level, you are someone who is meant to be with someone. You have someone loving by your side, or someone loving who wants to be by your side. You're going through an awakening. This is a lot to do with the Planetary Lithomancy, where I said this group specifically, the more you connect to your root, to your ancestral lineage, discover what your family inherit gifts are, it's going to bring you to a new place of awakening, and you're going to trust your instincts and your intuition like no other. And it's going to come to a point where you are going to be like, I didn't know I had that gift. And you're going to need courage, right? Courage to continue to stay in the process, even when you have those low moments. It's okay. You're going to be soaring, and then you may take a dip. Doesn't mean that all is like ruined, or you have to start fresh. It just means that there's a lull time, and you have to have the courage to keep on going. Let's see what other messages we have. We have transformation. You are transforming. Use your power of love to move through any illusions or shifts into awareness. So again, this group might have moments where you're going to feel defeated. You're going through a transformation, and that is part of the process. And then responsibility. As you become aware, you have the responsibility to live up to love, to live up to your awareness, to take on whatever it is that your heart desires is asking you to do. You can't take a step back once you're open your eyes. So you're responsible for how you live your life and how you show up for your life. And then, wow, so you have Lord Ganesh again, which is about infinite abundance. You have the two elephants. Again, this is all about abundance and companionship. You have the Ace of Discs, which is all about money. And so this group does not have to worry about finances. You're definitely going to be soaring in that front. Money and career, you're doing great. Love, abundance is coming towards you. You're going to have obstacles, but they're going to be removed. And then as you go through each obstacle, and as you continue to do it with so much faith, love, and trust, you're going to see those obstacles like the mountains. You're going to climb them like if you had climbed them many, many, many times before, and they're like nothing to you. You're not even going to be winded. And then you have El Mariah, Awakening Presence. Again, this group is waking up to their gifts. This is so interesting how this is showing up, but it's so important because this group is really, really, really gifted. You're really gifted. You're really coming to your own, but as you come into your own, you have to remember that things are not always going to be smooth sailing. Look at that. He has a little sailboat. As I say that, I don't know if you could see this, but there's a little sailboat. So, just because you're on this road to success, remember that it won't always be easy, but it will be rewarding. And you're not alone, and that you have amazing, amazing friends and companionships that will be with you, partnerships that will be with you. And here's your final message for you. Recede. Step back and pause. So group 1, for your year of 2024, remember that you are going to have abundance, and you're going to experience a lot of new profound gifts, and your career and love life will be on a rise. At the same time, you're opening up your soul to what you didn't even know was possible. And in that path, in the next year, 2024, you're going to experience some highs and some lows. And during those low times, which are not going to be as bad as you think, just thinking about them now, like just prepare for them, but they're not going to be as bad as you think. You are going to have the opportunity to take a step back and pause. And there's nothing wrong with just being, just resting, allowing your soul to just be. As you do that, you pick up the impulse, you pick up the initiative, you pick up the drive to keep going. And as you do that, transformation happens, abundance happens, you get the courage, and all you desire continues to happen. So to sum this up, this is going to be a great year of awakening, of transformation, of love, of money, and lots of abundance. I hope you liked. If you did, you can put a little elephant emoji down below or a little yellow heart emoji so that I know that you received this message. Thank you, and please like and follow for more. Hello, Group 2. If you picked this crystal, this is the tree moss agate, also the Christmas tree. So this Group 2 may be very festive, and you're also looking to ground more. You're looking to find a sense of life. Perhaps you have been going through a tough time, and now you just want to just ground and just be. So I don't blame this group if they're taking time for themselves. Maybe celebrate in the holidays. Okay, let us begin. Group 2, this is your Planetary Lithomancy board. We are divided into 12 houses. Each house has a purpose of what they mean. And then I have these crystals that represents 10 of the planets, including the sun and the moon. So we're going to only work with the crystals that land on the board or closest to the board. Wow. This crystal, this board, this Group 2 has a lot going on right now. So we are going to work with these crystals. Okay, so this group, we have Venus closer to the 3rd house. We have Mars in the 4th, outside of the 4th house. We have Sun in the 6th house. We have Mercury between the 9th and the 8th house. We have Jupiter and Moon in the 11th house. And then outside of the 12th house, we have Saturn. So for many of you already, I feel that you've had a Saturn return. I feel like it's outside. You've moved on from that. So you've already gone through a spiritual awakening, this group. I feel that right now you're focusing on what's your higher truth. What is your soul really wanting to take you next? I think that this group is a little bit more evolved. Hence why I feel that they're a bit tapped out, needing to ground. I feel like this group are humanitarians. These are the folks who have been, if you're, been pulled and are gravitating towards this group, you have been putting in the work on a spiritual level, but also on a physical level, where you have really been doing what you can to kind of make right and make sense of the world right now. So you're probably the activist, like I mentioned, the humanitarians. You're really, really doing what you can. A lot of your love and a lot of how you feel and you show up it's rooted in how you express yourself in your words. Also, there's a lot of need for establishment of family, of really taking care of cultivating your familiar, your kin, your group. You want to be able to take care of not only the world, but your immediate group. You have also, there's a lot of fight in you. There's a lot of fight that has been taken out of you because this group has worked so hard, hence the Mars here near the roots, to really, really, really try to undo the error of the past. I feel like this group is really, really awake. This group is really acknowledging with the wrongs in the society, wrongs in life, and you've been working hard. You're not starting. You have been in this really, really hard work of trying to get things done. You're very intuitive with your partnerships. Wow. So as I see, you've been working a lot intuitively. You've been very lucky in making waves in both your career, in your social standings, in general with the public. You've been really, really doing what you can. At the same time, you're also taking care of yourself on a spiritual level with yourself. Like, you know how to go within and you know what you need. Hence why you need to ground right now, my loves. So yeah, that's where I get this group is. Where you're going for 2024 is more of that with a lot of added breaks. I feel that because you have such an open heart and you're really, really good with expressing yourself, that you're going to see the things that others don't see within yourself and within others. And you're definitely connecting to other realms and learning the truth about what's going on in this world, which not many are awake to yet, but this group really is. All right, let us see what else is in store. I'm breaking this up in quarters or seasons. So we're going to do January through March. And then here we are, your cards. This is January through March. Then we have April through June, July through October, right? No, July through September, and October through December. So this is just a general sense of how the quarters will be or your seasons will be. It will fluctuate, but this is just for your awareness to have some sort of just, and this group is really good with that. This group is really good with taking what resonates and leaving the rest. So for your first season, you'll have good fortune. I think that it is important for you right now. This group really knows that this is their quarter to rest, rejuvenate, regroup, so that when you start fresh January, you're going to be receiving so much good fortune. You're also very connected to listening to the signs, things that come through for you. You're really, really open to that. Then going into your spring section, your season, there will be things that are going to fall apart, but only because new things are coming in. That's all. It's like the things that no longer serve you are going to just be removed. And so it's like spring awakening. So you're going to be receiving new things coming through, especially in the romance and in the career department. Because this group, I feel also, is very fluid, meaning that they go with the flow. They know how to they're good with change. Change doesn't really bother this group. It may give you pause for a second, but you know how to deal with it. You know how to regroup, and then you know how to move it along. And you're very appreciative of everything and everyone that comes into your life, so that when something breaks apart and it no longer serves you, you know how to release it with love and know how to welcome in something that does. So I feel like you may go through another spiritual awakening or a dark night of the soul. But again, this is just for your spiritual strength and renewal. As I mentioned, this group is already awake and this group is already intuitive and in the know. And they're just needing, the process of life. You know how things that fall apart so that they can be built stronger with a better, more grounded, more stabilized foundation. And I feel like you may go through something that will be truly heartbreaking. However, it will make you who you are, continue to make you who you are. And as you finalize the 2024 year, there will be misunderstandings, but this group is so good with words that you may have to, again, take a pause, take a step back just allow things to fall into place so that you can have your say when it is the right time. Doesn't mean that there's going to be constant misunderstandings, or that people are going to build walls against you, or you're going to build walls against others. It just means be very careful in how you say what you say, so that you're not alienating anyone else because your ideas are far out there or really expressive, because you do have amazing ideas. Just sometimes not everyone is ready to hear what you have to say, which may feel like a misunderstanding or that you're being shut out, but honestly, you're not. You're just ahead of your time, group 2. Now, let us see what is in store for you career-wise. You have the 8 of Wands. Again, this is like a very intellectual group. You guys are not only spiritually smart, but you're also really, really like, you're intelligent. It's a very intelligent group. You know how to use both brains, and so whatever you put out there, you will succeed. You have the 8 of Wands, you have the Princess of Cups, and you have the Prince of Discs. So I feel that because of what your work, what you do, you attract a lot of partners. In that, you attract a lot of people. This group is very attractive on many levels, intellectually, physically, just your essence. You're a very attractive group, and so you attract a lot. You also got to be careful not to attract people that will try to take advantage of you, but you are just this beaming light of like, everybody comes to you, and so whatever you desire, this group gets it. And all I ask is that you do it with discernment, that you trust, and this group is good at trusting themselves. They're very good at trusting themselves. I feel like they know exactly how to negotiate, and time for self and time for others. And because of that, so this group, I feel like, travels a lot and connects with other people. Again, this is our humanitarians, like I mentioned. You are in the midst of working with other people, whether it's as a healer, an entrepreneur, a peace liaison. I feel like you're out there. Maybe you're in the medical industry, or you're just in the healing industry. You're really like a people person, and you're really smart with people. You're really good with people. You're really good with money as well. So keep up where you have been and continue to strive forward. I feel like there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you to meet people. Hence, earlier on where we got the partnership, actually, I will leave these here, where because as things break up, you're such a, how do I say this? This group is so good with people that people come into your life in and out. So hence, the people that fall apart or fall away, it's good. It's like there's people that are in your life for a season, a reason, or a lifetime. You are going to meet a lot of people that are in your life for a season. Doesn't mean that you will meet people for your lifetime. You have those as well, but you attract a lot of people for the season. Okay, group 2, let's see about your romantic life. What's in store for your romance? Gosh, you guys are a very successful bunch. So I feel like some of you may have a sweetheart, someone who you've probably come back to, or are living with your sweethearts, or in a relationship with your sweethearts. I just feel that you guys, again, you attract a lot of people in love, but when you hone in on that special person, you really are all about that person. So I feel like for some of you, there is a special person, and this person, it could be someone you've known for a very long time or have been with for a very long time. Again, you just as group 1, your love life and your career kind of intertwine. Like, as you, what I'm getting from you is there's more love in your life. There's also more success in your life, as far as, abundance of whatever it is you desire, abundance of being, connected and out there, and revenue, and also abundance of people being around you that love you, and that you take care of, and that they take care of you. And that's something I'm getting from this group. You take care of a lot of people, but you need to take care of yourself more. You need to really trust and surround yourself by those that love you so much more. Especially during those hard times, because I feel like you can alienate yourself when you are feeling overwhelmed or feeling misunderstood. So be careful not to, yes, take the time to be by yourself, but be careful not to alienate yourself where you are not letting love in. Because when you love and are open to love, that also opens up your lines to abundance and success. You're a very loving person, group 2. Like, very, I can't say it enough. Very, very attractive. And then let's look within your soul. What is your soul needing? Yep. Did I not just say that? Well, okay. So first of all, I do really feel that this group is detaching right now. Hence, like, maybe the winter season is your time to kind of hibernate like the bear, go within into your cave. However, and that's good. Detachment is great, right? Because sometimes we need to detach from the outcome. Sometimes we need to detach from the outside world. But don't forget to love yourself and love that inner child. I think that because of your level of wanting to help so many people, you forget yourself a little bit. You forget yourself. And it's so funny. It's saying, there are things from your past, and I'm getting love from your past that sometimes comes up and needs to be addressed. I think there's this group, listen to me carefully and lovingly. I think there was something that happened when you were young or in your past life that doesn't, you're an openly loving person, but doesn't always allow you to love yourself unconditionally. Yes, you can love yourself. You know about self-love, you know about self-care. However, to really accept and be aware and allow your mistakes and those areas that you find are flawed or imperfect, it's very hard for this group to accept that and love yourself unconditionally from that. And that's okay. You don't have to love yourself if you're not ready to love yourself, but try to accept and be aware of when you're not being perfect. And a lot of us do work out our karma. And what I've been hearing, and something that I'm subscribing to, is that we can end karmic relationships. We can end karma right now. We don't have to live through karma anymore. And that is a choice that we make consciously by taking care of ourselves and loving ourselves unconditionally. But in order to love ourselves unconditionally, we must be aware and accept all those areas that we do not love. And let us see, what else do we have here for group 2? You can't make this up. I self-love. You realize that love of self is necessary to love another. And you know what's so beautiful is that this group can really knows how to love another. You really do. And being grateful, I guess, grateful for those good, those bad, those ugly moments. All of it. I think this group is really hard on themselves. This might be my perfectionist group, because you strive so hard to help others that when you don't get it quite right, it feels like misunderstandings. It feels like you're not good enough, but you are. So be grateful of all those moments. Be grateful for when you're able to help others. Be grateful for those down moments. Be grateful for those moments where, you can't get it right. And it's allowing you to detach, allowing you to maybe, work through some karma. It's allowing you to be human. And then we have Lady Venus, downloads and understandings. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. So I really do think that this group, the more you have downtime and are able to, how do I say, go within, because you know how to be, you're sometimes like an extrovert, but when you learn how to go within, you get the right information for you so that there are no misunderstandings like the last quarter, last season, so that you're able to clearly express yourself and others are able to clearly understand you. And also for you to get those downloads. You're very intuitive, you're aware of what's happening, and you just need to connect more to understanding what the spiritual realm wants you to do. And trust that you're doing exactly what you're meant to be doing, even when it's not perfect, even when it doesn't feel like it's in alignment. It is in alignment when you trust that what you're doing is right for you. And here is your final message. Receive, welcome, and encounter this moment. So be where you are, my loves. Just be and receive. Everything is perfect as is meant to be. And you are striving towards a lot of success for the new year and a lot of downtime for the new year. And don't let those downtimes take you off your path. It is part of your path. Just remember to detach with love. Look at yourself. Treat yourself lovingly. All the good, the bad, and the ugly, all the imperfections, because you truly are a divine being. If you love this reading, please put down a little Christmas tree emoji or a tree emoji and a green heart. And like and follow. Let me know that you resonated with this reading. Peace, love, and blessings. Hello, my loves. If you picked this, you are my group 3. This is a star moss agate, which is all about cultivating self-love, freedom, the expression to just be who you are, be free, connect to the earth, to know that you are held and are supported. So my group 3, we're going to start with a Planetary Lithomancy. This is from my Mickey Klein. And each section is divided into 12 houses. They all have a special meaning. And then we have 10 crystals representing the 10 planets, including the moon and the sun. So I'm only going to read the crystals that fall closest to the house. Okay, this group had a lot of crystals. So we're going to deal with the crystals that are closest. Okay, my group 3. So we have Mercury in the 11th house of aspirations. Mercury is all about intellect and thoughts and words. We have Sun, we have Venus, we have Moon, and we have Jupiter, all between the 6th and the 7th house, which is about details and also family and in partnership. So there's a lot going on here on how you relate yourself to others and your kin, your community. And then we have Uranus here in your word. So Uranus is all about freedom, and this is the freedom to express yourself. You also have Mercury in aspirations. So there's a lot here in this group that needs to be expressed. Perhaps you guys are introverts and don't know how to explain yourself. I also feel like there's a lot of self-love that needs to be addressed in this group. And then you have Neptune in your roots. So a lot of you are also connected to your intuition and your family, and you're going back to trusting yourself. It's a lot of trust. And then we have Mars fell out here in spirit. So there's a lot of conflict when it comes to trusting yourself. So my loves, my group 3, this year, 2024, is going to be a year of self-love, love and partnerships. There's going to be a lot of luck, a lot of freedom, and opportunities to express yourself, to really ground and to trust yourself, and to go beyond your expectations and challenges. Let us see what the year has in store for you. So group 3, I'm dividing this into the 4 seasons or quarterly. So we have January through March, April through June, July through September, and October through December. So, okay, unlike the other groups, this is ending really good, but it's beginning a little rough. That's okay. That is okay. That means that this is an awareness, right? There's never messages of doom and gloom. There's more messages of warnings and opportunities to do things differently. Be careful about your money situation. I feel like this group has been struggling a bit. You feel like you're always trying to make ends meet. Maybe you're living paycheck to paycheck. There's something in this, especially in the next 3 months, that you're still going to be struggling a little bit. But see, the danger is not danger. It's a warning to be aware of your finances, to be be on top of them. Like, really see how you're spending. What is your relationship with money? Do you have a relationship with money? Because money is just energy. It comes and goes. Do you have a limited belief around money? Take these next 3 months to really cultivate that, to really see what is your hang-ups, or what are your limited beliefs, or why do you feel that your connection with money is in a danger zone. And by danger, I mean that you're not being on top of it. Because money is yours. Everybody has access to abundance. Then in the next 3 months, again, warnings. I think that what I like to take these with a grain of salt. It's not what it really means. Take care, enemies are working against you. It just means that sometimes when you are vibing from a low vibration or negative vibration, you attract negative energies. So this is, again, a warning, group 3, to raise your vibration, because when you are on a higher frequency, nothing that anyone who does not like you or anyone who's considered so-called quote unquote an enemy, because I don't believe there are real enemies out there. I do believe there are people who get lost and are wounded people. So in order not to attract wounded people into your life, vibe high. Do things that raise your frequency. Work with crystals. Listen to music that raises your vibration. Do sound baths. Meditate, heal, pray. Do things that raise your vibrations. Affirmations help. Surrounding yourself with people that are loving. Perhaps you are in a circle of people that haven't been really kind to you. That is a warning and something to be aware about. It's time to grow. It's time to change your circle of friends. It's time to get out of a situation that could be harmful for you. And then in that next, the spring season, it will be that time. I do feel this group is going to outgrow a lot of the people that have been around them, that have been wreaking havoc. Now remember, like attracts like. So if you want to eliminate negativity, you have to vibe high. And then excitement comes in the summer season. You have things that are coming to you because you're going to do the work on yourself. If you do the work on yourself, work with yourself with money, work on yourself with relationships, things are going to be fruitful. They're going to be like sparks, like fireworks, where you're going to attract exactly where you are. So remember that, like attracts like. And because you're attracting where you are, opportunities are going to open up for you. So you're going to see that in the next season, the next October through December of 2024, you will be receiving a lot of abundance and opportunities coming your way. So it's going to be a hard beginning, but a beginning of lessons, a beginning of like growth, of releasing of negative vibes that no longer serves you. And then you're going to see things taking root and things coming your way that do. And you're going to be receiving so much opportunity and money and just flow. You're going to be in the flow, group 3. So remember that. It's going to be a difficult beginning, but it's going to be a nice, wonderful, abundant ending to 2024. Let us see what your money and career situation is like. So we have the 6 of Wands. you have the Seven of Wands, and you have the Princess of Discs. So what I'm getting here is that there are a lot of opportunities coming your way. I feel like this group is not always aware of the opportunities that are coming your way, and you're always on guard. I think it's time to ground, as I mentioned before with the moss agate, so that you can be more discerning of who is surrounding you. Because I feel like there's this kind of like, on one hand, there's so much going on that you feel abundant and there's a lot of things that are coming your way. But on the other hand, there's a shield that doesn't allow you to receive everything you're meant to. But at the same time, this shield protects you. So in order to be in alignment and flow, to be the Princess of Discs, to receive the money and the career that you have been desiring, that you have been putting all your time and effort to, you have to really come within so that you can have discernment and surround yourself with the proper information, tools, allies, people that will help you become resourceful in your career and with your money. And as I mentioned, you need to change your relationship with money. Fall in love with money in the way that money is just energy. And the more energy you put out there, the more energy you receive. So in turn, falling in love with yourself. Can you truly say you love yourself, good, bad, and the ugly, and all of the above? So take that with a grain of salt. There is going to be abundance, but I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done within, and you will be receiving that. There's just so much coming your way. A lot of lessons, but a lot of good lessons. They're going to make you who you are, tougher. You're going to be more discerning, and then you're going to receive so much because of that. There's a lot coming your way, group 3. And then let's see your love, life, and relationships. You have the Three of Abundance. You have Go Within. And Seven of Action. So, group 3, I really feel like this group has a hard time trusting themselves. Hence why they may be attracting the wrong crowd. And the wrong crowd may, not be so nice. However, if you do the work on yourself, if you really go within, trust your insights, meditate, pray, as I mentioned before, you will receive what's rightfully yours. What I mean by that is that you will be doing the work that you are meant to be doing, and through that, you will be receiving exactly what you need to be receiving. And that will lead you to your divine purpose. That will lead you to your soul's calling. And you will be able to claim that with freedom and power, which is the Seven of Action. And that's going to help you dissolve any conflicts you may have with other people. You'll start to feel more confident in yourself. I don't think this group is feeling confident. I think this group leans on others to tell them how to feel about themselves. You need to be more have self-authority. Trust yourself. No one's going to treat you better than you can treat you. So really love yourself first. I feel I'm not getting so much relationships out of this card, because what I'm getting is that it is time to love you. Group 3, whether you're in a relationship or not, whether you're trying to call in a relationship or not, at this time for 2024, you're going to go through a year of self-love, self-discovery, going within. That is what 2024 is going to be about for you. It's going to be really interesting, and you're going to find so many amazing ways to love yourself and accept yourself. Acceptance. This is all about coming within, right? Radical acceptance. That's also about radical forgiveness, change, and worth. What did I say? This group doesn't really value themselves, and you are so worthy. You're worthy of being loved. And when you accept yourself and you honor your self-worth and you treat yourself like the gem that you are, you're going to see changes coming through. You're going to be the warrior of your own life. Hence, the people that are trying to spew negativity, which again, wounded people like to wound others. It's not going to come your way if you work on yourself. So group 3, this is all about you this coming year. This is a year for you, a self-reflection, self-acceptance, self-worth, change, love. This is a year all about you. And doesn't mean that you're not going to get the abundance of the career or the love. It just means that you cultivate you first and everything else will fall into place. With kindness, be kind to yourself and virtue. Acknowledge your spiritual attributes. Acknowledge what you do good, how you grow, how you encourage others. Be loving to yourself and be loving to others. And this group, I feel like, has no problem being loving to others. You're a little bit of, what do I say? A bit of a pushover. Like, you know, someone can come crying to you and you'll hand off your shirt from your back or give them money if they need it. And what 2024 is all about is being a little selfish, just in being self-loved, self-full. Doesn't mean that you have to say no and turn down other people. It just means say yes to you first. If it doesn't feel right with you, if it's not a hell yes for you, then it is a no. And it is okay to set healthy boundaries. This is where the disconnect's gonna come in through your first and second season of 2024, your first and second quarter, is that as you try to take care of you and you deal with your relationship with money and you deal with your relationship with self, the relationships with others, if they're not in alignment with you, they're going to fall away. And a lot of them are going to fall away because you're going to set healthy boundaries for yourself, or as you set healthy boundaries, because you have free will, you do what you like. But as you set healthy boundaries, you're going to see that some people are not going to like that. And that's where the conflict may come in, but that's okay, because you're doing what you need to do for you, and you will meet people who honor that and love that about you more and more. Then you have Lady Gaga, Heart Awakening, and Kuthumi, Cloak of Wisdom. So a lot of what you are seeking is already seeking you and is already within you. So all you have to do is awaken to the divine love within and know that everything you have is within. Like, this group really needs to go within. I know it sounds redundant. I know you've probably heard it many, many times before. However, try it out. Check it out. See how going quiet, meditating, praying, doing things that are loving, taking yourself on a date, going for a beautiful massage or wonderful massage, doing things that make you feel good, saying no when you mean no, will help you cultivate that divine love within, and it will do a heart opening, and you will trust yourself more and more. And then the people that are untrustworthy or not in alignment with you will no longer be in your life. And that'll create more abundance in your life and attract more of the people that are meant to be in your life. And then your final card is reframe. Seek and speak of it in a new way. So 2024 for you, my loves, is all about doing things differently. You first, and then everyone else. And then everything will fall into alignment regarding your career and your money and your love and your relationships. But the first relationship you need to cultivate is the relationship with self, relationship with you. Go within, my loves. Go within, take care of you, and remember, all the challenges or anything that seems like just is not going your way is happening for your own growth, for your own self-love, your self-worth, so that you can take higher and create room for the things that will go your way, because it will. If you love this, please put a little star emoji down below and a little green heart to tell me that you enjoyed this reading and that it resonated with you. And please like and follow for more, and have a wonderful 2024. Peace, love, and blessings.